For those of you listening live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSCM, welcome back. For those of you tuning in for the first time for our video live stream on YourLiveEvent.com, thank you for joining us. Good afternoon here live from International Falls High School, getting ready for some varsity boys basketball. This is game two of our varsity basketball doubleheader between International Falls and Two Harbor. It is Broncos versus Agates. Bronco girls team sadly losing a close one to 51-43. Broncos hoping to get some vengeance here against the varsity Agates of varsity boys Agates of Two Harbors High School. This is live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Stay tuned here. We'll be back after a break for the teams to return and my pregame interview with head coach Joe Anselmo of the Broncos, as well as Bill Anderson of the Two Harbor Agates.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
So, for our pregame show, quick change of plans. So, our coaches' interviews are going to be saved for halftime. For now, let's get right into the Border GM keys to the game as they are announcing the starting lineups. Starting off with your International Falls Broncos. They are going to be the underdog coming into today. They really need to try and keep possession in their own hands, and they need to try and avoid costly turnovers in today's game. And for Two Harbors, they need to try and follow their game plan that Coach said they have set, which is intensity, trying to be the tougher team in this contest. And our starting lineup for the International Falls Broncos is going to be number 2, Jeremy Giddens. Number 5, Nick Anderson, who is in for the faceoff. Number 12, Nick Schultz. Number 24, Carter Line. And number 30, Brennan McClanahan. For the Agates, it's number 1, Carter Nelson. Number 4, Cooper Nelson. Number 10, Tate Nelson. Number 11, Jace Gomez. And number 43, Jace Ruberg, who is in for the tip-off. It is won by the Agates. So number 1, Carter Nelson taking the point for Two Harbors. He passes it to Jace Gomez. Gomez back to Nelson. Nelson to Nelson. And that's stolen away by McClanahan of the Broncos. And stay tuned. Whichever Bronco gets the first point of the game will get awarded the Rainy Lake Oil first point of the game. Pass to McClanahan. McClanahan from inside passes it outside to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens trying to make a move down the baseline. He's stopped in his tracks. Passes it outside to Nick Anderson. Anderson outside of the arch. Gets it knocked out of his hands and diving onto the ball. That is number 11, Jace Gomez. And yes, you heard correctly earlier, there are 3 Nelsons on the court, and that is a timeout called by Two Harbor, keeping the ball in their possession. That timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For home, professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd Gretchen will take great care of you. So, still a couple of goose eggs on the board here early in the game on the PCA scoreboard. And our Border GM keys to the game was for the pregame, and you'll also hear more about those at halftime as well. Make sure you also stay tuned after the game because the boys team will also have a Domino's Pizza Player of the Game awarded in the post game. And still waiting for that Rainy Lake Oil first point of the game for the Broncos. We're live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. That is Carter Nelson taking the point. Pass to the corner to Jace Gomez. Gomez with the 3. Gomez gets it in, swish and flick. That is a 3-point basket and a 3-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard for Two Harbor. Two Harbor showing a full court press. Carter Line able to get it across half court. He's taking the point, passes it to the left to McClanahan. McClanahan tries to sneak it over to Jeremy Giddens. Now he gives it to Giddens. Giddens at the point. He's going to try and make his way past it. And a bit too high on the pass intended for Carter Line on the near right corner. Broncos going left to right. Purple jerseys and yellow trim. And actually, they're going to say that was out on Two Harbor, it looks like. So Bronco, wait, never mind, correction. Two Harbor does get the possession after the high pass from Giddens, intended for Carter Line at the corner. It's going to be inbounded by Tate Nelson from the baseline. He gives it to Carter Nelson. Carter over to Cooper. Cooper back to Carter. Carter finds Gomez. Gomez goes center, and looks like it was Jace Ruberg. He tried to get a deep, quick rocket outside of the arch from center, and there was nobody there to answer the call, so that's a turnover. Broncos get the possession, gives it Nick Schultz to Carter Line. Carter Line over to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens at the point. He's going to go to the right of the arch, gives it inside to Nick Anderson. Anderson back outside to Carter Line. Carter Line, he's going to go up for a quick 12-footer. No good in the hands of Gomez. Jace Gomez, deep pass to Nelson. That's no good. But that's going to be a pushing foul against the Broncos, either Carter Line or Nick Schultz. They're going to say it was Nick Schultz that they called the foul against, so that's going to be number 10, Tate Nelson, towing the line for the free throw opportunity for Two Harbors. So Two Harbors with a 3-0 lead here early in half number 1, 6:19 left in the first half. And his first free throw attempt, no good. It was Jace Gomez who had the 3-point basket early in the game. And now that second opportunity is good. So Tate Nelson makes up for the miss earlier. So now 4-0 and almost a fast break, but somehow keeps it in bounds. Putting his life on the line, that was Jace Ruberg. Ruberg, the big, he gets it center, and that's going to be no good. Foul against McClanahan. So Ruberg doesn't get the and one, but he will be able to go to the line for some free throw opportunities here. That was McClanahan's first foul of the game. Jace Ruberg, first free throw attempt is high and no good. He'll have another opportunity after that one. And what a lineup that 2 Harbor has. They have an 18-man roster today, 13 deep on the bench. And second free throw attempt, no good for 2 Harbor. And that's rebounded almost by the Broncos. But then a steal goes out of bounds, still 2 Harbor possession. 4-0 lead for the Agates here in half number 1. 16 minutes left in the half. And that is Nelson over to Ruberg. Ruberg to Gomez. Gomez with a 3-point basket. No good. Rebounded by Carter Line. Carter Line passes it to Nick Anderson down the near sideline. Nick Anderson, and surrounded by 2 white jerseys, gets a high pass over to Carter Line. Carter Line to McClanahan. McClanahan up and good. A floater from 10 feet. So now it is 2-4. Broncos trailing on the PCA scoreboard. Gomez back to Nelson. Nelson to Nelson. That's Cooper Nelson with the 3-point attempt. No good. Tate Nelson gets the rebound. His shot blocked by a couple of Broncos, and that's going to be out of bounds against the Broncos. So still possession for the 2 Harbor Agates, as Tate Nelson almost unable to get the pass to Gomez. Gomez to Carter Nelson. Inside, back to Tate. Tate trying to sneak a pass over to Ruberg. Ruberg gets it, and he's going to go up. Airs it into the hands of Carter Line of the Broncos. Carter Line's going to take the point now. 4-2 on the PCA scoreboard still. 15 minutes left in half number 1. Broncos only down by 2. Broncos need to avoid any big leads. Jeremy Giddens makes a move, trying to make his way to the basket, and that's going to be a foul against 2 Harbor. And that now Broncos substituting in number 10, Kingston Jean. He comes in for number 30, McClanahan. Kingston Jean. And now we're going to get a timeout called. 30-second timeout called by Coach Anselmo of the Broncos. And as always, these timeouts brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And the Rainy Lake Oil first point of the game is awarded to the Bronco who got the first basket of the game. That was Brandon McClanahan. Brandon McClanahan of the Broncos got the first point of the game for International Falls. So far, the only basket yet for the Broncos. Carter Line to inbound the ball from the right baseline. He's going to try and get the pass out to Nick Anderson. Anderson outside of the point. As for a second there, it looked like Gomez was trying to punch it out. Nick Schultz to Carter Line. Carter Line inside to Schultz. Schultz barely able to avoid it. He tries to get a fadeaway, but that's going to be aired but fouled. And that foul goes against Kingston Jean of the Broncos. So unlucky turnover off the foul. That was Kingston Jean's first foul of the game. Pass from Tate. Deep pass intended for Ruberg. Tipped away by Nick Schultz and taken by Jeremy Giddens. Jeremy Giddens to Nick Schultz. Schultz keeps it in bounds, gets to the Kingston Jean, but that's taken by Tate Nelson. Tate Nelson trying to go coast to coast. He's going to go up. Blocked by Jeremy Giddens. And that's going to be a foul against Giddens, most likely. So Tate Nelson will toe the line for 2 Harbors. 4:23 left in half number 1. A 4-2 game in favor of the Agates of 2 Harbors. Here in half number 1, 4:23 left. He's going to toe the line. First free throw attempt up and good. So now he's going to get another opportunity. He has 2 points in the game so far. Both of those points coming from free throws. And second attempt, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Carter Lyon of the Broncos. So Tate Nelson goes 50-50 on the free throws. 14-15 left in half number one. 2-5 game for the Two Harbor. And Jeremy Giddens goes for the three-point basket. No good. Rebounded by Gomez. Gomez deep pass to Tate Nelson. Nelson, he's going to go up for a layup, and that's now a 2-7 game in favor of Two Harbor. Two Harbor really showing the full court press. Nick Schultz trying to go down the near sideline, but that's going to be a travel called against Schultz. Schultz trying to regain his balance, so he moved a foot, but that foot ended up being the wrong foot to move. And that led to the travel called Carter Nelson over to Tate Nelson outside. Gomez with the three-point shot off the near rim, rebounded by Ruberg. Ruberg's opportunity gets blocked by a Bronco. That goes out of bounds. So still Two Harbor with the possession, but good job not allowing those points by the Agates. 13-35 in half number one. Pass. Gomez, another three-point basket, and no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Giddens. Now Broncos fast break by Nick Anderson. He's going to go around and go up. That is two for Nick Anderson. Broncos make it a 4-7 lead. That's a steal for Jeremy Giddens. He decides not to go for the three. Instead, he's going to try and get the charge, and that is a foul against Two Harbor. So Broncos are going to have Jeremy Giddens toe the line for a opportunity here. And what some very opportunistic plays by the Broncos here. Jeremy Giddens. His shot goes up, and that is no good. Another opportunity for Giddens. So 7-4 game here. Giddens, his second free throw attempt is up, and that time is good. So now 5-7, we are back within two in this one. Broncos get another big steal. That's Kingston Jean. Now Carter Lyon trying to go from 14 feet, no good. Rebounded by Two Harbor. Two Harbor trying to go for the fast break. Stolen by Carter Lyon. Carter Lyon gives it to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean is going to take the point. He passes it to the right to Giddens. Giddens goes for the three-point basket and bounce, no good, into the hands of number 5, Ziggy Hedela. Now Hedela trying to make his way to the basket. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean. Jean able to get around. Now he's going to try and go down the court, down the far sideline, over to Nick Schultz. Schultz takes his time, decides not to take the three-point opportunity. So still a 5-7 game. Broncos trying to be very opportunistic with these huge steals. Nick Anderson passes it inside to Schultz. Schultz spins around. He's going to try and go up. Trying to go for some fancy little layup, underhand. But no good, so that's going to be a turnover. But that is going to be a foul against the Agates. They call it against number 1, Carter Nelson. So Nick Schultz toeing the line for the Broncos here. I remember he tried a fadeaway earlier, and he's really trying to be fancy out there. This first free throw opportunity, no good for Schultz. He has another opportunity, hoping to bring it within 1. And Jeremy Giddens is limping a little, so Coach Ellie, the assistant coach and JV head coach for the Broncos, is escorting Jeremy Giddens to the locker room as he's limping. And the second opportunity for Schultz is good. So now it's number 1. That's Nelson, coast to coast on the near sideline, and that is a foul, but that is an and 1 basket for number 5, Ziggy Hedela. So now a 6-9 game, could be 6-10, back to a 4-point lead for Two Harbor as number 12, Noah Mecklin toes the line. And that is indeed good. So now 10-6. McClanahan across to Kingston Jean. Jean able to try and Euro step all the way to the basket. Kingston Jean gets the 2. 10-8 now to Harbor with the ball. Almost stolen by Nick Schultz. Schultz somehow trying to just go for a Hail Mary, but there was nobody there to answer the call. Now it's Macklin trying to go up. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. Carter Nelson shot no good. That's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be against the Broncos. So it's still going to be to Harbor ball, but man, what a defensive game the Broncos have been playing here today. And that's a quick shot opportunity for number 4, Cooper Nelson. No good, but rebounded by, and now Needla over to Tate Nelson. Then that's 3 for Tate Nelson. So now 8-10, and that's a quick basket. The Tate Nelson gets the quick layup. Now we have a 15-8 game in just a matter of 30 seconds. Broncos trailing in this one. We got a timeout called by Coach Anselmo of International Falls. That was a full timeout called by Coach Anselmo, so we're gonna go into a short break here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Or perhaps we're going to stick around a little, or actually we're going to stick around a little longer.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
And we are back live on the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt, live on the call here. Broncos versus Agates, 2 Harbors versus International Falls. Agates getting a quick 15-8 lead, and now almost a shot opportunity. Ruberg able to get it out. Now shot almost taken. Tate Nelson down the baseline over to Ruberg. Ruberg goes up and gets it 2. Now it is 8-17. Broncos starting to fall under pressure of the full court press. Nick Schultz gets it stolen away. His pass intended for Kingston Jean, and that's going to be a foul against the Broncos. So it's going to be number 5. Oh no, actually it's going to be number 10, Tate Nelson, towing the line. So Tate Nelson, he's been one of the leading scorers for 2 Harbors in this game. Jeremy Giddens looks like he's back after leaving the gym for a second. Possible rolled ankle, but he doesn't seem to be limping anymore. So that's always good to see. A player come back from an injury. Second free throw opportunity is up and no good. Rebounded by Carter Line of the Broncos. So Carter Line down the far side of the court. He's going to try and spin around. Goes up for a quick floater. No good. Rebounded by number 12 of Noah Mecklin of 2 Harbor. Now it's Tate Nelson taking the point for 2 Harbor. He's going to get a deep pass intercepted by Carter Line. Carter Line to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens going to go up, and that is Jeremy Giddens getting the 2-point layup off of the fast break for International Falls. Giddens, big opportunistic, coming back after being injured for a second there. 3-point basket, and that is number 12, Noah Mecklin with the 3. Trying to keep things out of reach here. Jeremy Giddens surrounded by a whole bunch, able to get the pass out to Carter Line. Carter Line down the court. He's going to try and Euro step. That's getting knocked out of his hand. Ruberg, deep pass to Gomez. Gomez going to try and go to the basket. Spins around. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Nick Schultz. Schultz is going to rip his arms away and try and Go pass across to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson is going to get it deep to Carter Line. Carter Line's going to go up for a short 8-footer, but no good. Rebounded by Tate Nelson. Now Tate Nelson slowing things down a little bit. Tate Nelson, bring it up, pass to the left to Gomez, back to Nelson. Nelson, back to Gomez. Gomez, back to Nelson. Now they're able to get the pass over to Mecklin. Mecklin inside to Needala. Needala, his shot rebounded by McClanahan. McClanahan able to get the pass out to Nick Schultz of the Broncos. Nick Schultz gives it to Carter Line. Carter Line to Giddens. Giddens now inside to Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz going to try and spin around. And that is Nick Schultz with a 2-point basket. So 21-12, Broncos down by 9, but Broncos climbing back slowly but surely as Giddens knocks the pass away, and that is almost a steal for the Broncos. And they're going to say that that was out of bounds on Carter Line. So it is going to go right back to Harbor. To Harbor substituting in 3 players. I see number 21, Tommy DeChantel, as well as number 4, Cooper Nelson, and number 12, Noah Mecklin. So some new bodies in for Harbor. Nick Schultz to inbound it from the left baseline. Broncos going left to right. He's able to get it to Carter Line. Carter Line trying to find someone to pass to. Instead, he's going to try and dribble it up. He gets it past half court to Giddens. Giddens across. McClanahan with the 3. McClanahan, no good. Unlucky bounce, but Giddens gets the offensive rebound. He's going to try and spin around. Almost loses it. Pass outside. McClanahan with another opportunity. McClanahan, no good. Almost rebounded. That is Nick Schultz coming up with it. Nick Schultz trying to go around. And I think he was trying to get it to Carter Line. Instead, that's going to bounce off the legs of a Harbors player. Pass intended for DeChantel. And that goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it is Harbors ball. Carter Line thinking it might have bounced off of DeChantel after he had tipped the pass. Instead, it is still possession for Harbors. Pass inside to Mecklin, and that's going to be a foul against the Broncos. So Broncos tough break here after the fouls. That is a grabbing foul against Giddens, his 2nd foul of the game, 7th team foul for the Broncos. So Noah Mecklin towing the line here for Harbor. His first free throw opportunity is up and is no good and knocked out of bounds by a teammate. That was number 4, Cooper Nelson. A whole lot of Nelsons on the Harbor team. Nick Schultz able to inbound it to Carter Line. Carter Line, deep pass to Giddens, past half court, so they're able to beat the clock on that. Giddens trying to make some moves around the arch. He gives it to Nick Schultz inside. Schultz is going to go up. Nick Schultz, no good. Rebounds his own shot. Passes outside. McClanahan with the shot, and that's no good, but rebounded by Carter Line. He goes up off the near rim. Rebounded by Ruberg. Ruberg gives it to Gomez. Gomez is going to take the point for Harbors. 7:45 left in half number 1. Broncos still down 21-12. Pass to DeChantel. From DeChantel, able to get it to Ruberg. Almost loses it. DeChantel able to recover it. And now he gives it to Gomez. Gomez inside, and that is Mecklin. Open floater, and that is going to be 2 for Harbor. So 12-23 after the basket by Mecklin. And Carter Line able to get a pass down the near sideline to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson inside to Schultz. Schultz outside to Anderson. Nick Anderson from outside. He passes it to Carter Line in the nearby right corner. And Carter Line, 3-point basket for number 24 of the Broncos, Carter Line. 7 minutes left in half number 1. 23-15, an 8-point game. Pass outside to Cooper Nelson. He's going to go for a 12-footer, and that's going to be rebounded by Mecklin. Mecklin goes up and gets the 2. So now it is 25-15. 10-point game once again. Jeremy Giddens down the far sideline. He's going to try and take it coast to coast. Blocked by Ruberg. And now we're going to get a substitution. They bring, as Two Harbor brings in Carter Nelson and Jimmy Reinars. So Broncos down by 10. McClanahan inside to Schultz, and that's going to be a pushing foul against Two Harbor. So McClanahan instead the Broncos are just going to inbound it after the pushing penalty. So Carter Line will inbound it, but a quick break for a untied shoelace, and here's another reminder, double knot your laces, folks. Carter Line inbounding the ball. He's going to get it to McClanahan. McClanahan from outside of the arch. He's going to go to the right and then pass it to Nick Schultz. Schultz tries to get it inside, tipped by two Harbor players before going out of bounds, and Broncos catch a break there. They keep the possession, but that was a very dangerous pass to try and make. Ruberg, the first one to tip the pass, followed by Deschantel. Carter Line gets it inbounds to McClanahan. McClanahan to Schultz. Schultz to Carter Line. Almost loses it in the far right corner. And that's going to be a double dribble called against Carter Line. So Broncos turn over the ball. 15-25. Broncos trailing here in half number 1. Two Harbors trying to extend their lead as number 20. That is a three-point basket. No good, but rebounded by Carter Nelson. Over to Deschantel. He finds Carter Nelson. Excuse me, that was Cooper Nelson. Deschantel goes for a three-point basket. And now going for another opportunity. That was number 20, Jimmy Reiners. No good, rebounded by Carter Line. Carter Line almost loses it. Gets the pass to Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz at the point. 5:40 left in half number 1. He passes it to McClanahan. McClanahan over to Carter Line. Carter Line goes for the three-point basket. Carter Line airs it. Nick Anderson trying to keep it in bounds, but his foot was on the line, so that's going to be a turnover. Ball goes in the possession of Two Harbor. Deschantel inbounds it to Carter Nelson of the Agates. Carter Nelson trying to get the pass. He gets the pass over to Deschantel. Deschantel back to Nelson. Nelson to Cooper Nelson. And that is a three-point basket for Cooper Nelson. 28-15 here in half number 1. Broncos trailing. Giddens down center court. He's going to go for a floater from the free throw line. Rebounded by Carter Line. Carter Line able to get the 2 points for the Broncos. Now 17-28. Broncos still trailing though. Carter Nelson, his pass tipped and stolen by the Broncos. Yeah, it's Carter Line down the near sideline. And that's going to be a pushing called against Two Harbor. So Broncos keep the possession. And substitution by Two Harbor, who, as I said earlier, have the numbers advantage in this game. Carter Line to inbound the ball for Broncos. Pass to Giddens, who goes for the three-point basket. Airs it, though, too short. That goes into the hands of Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson trying to get a pass to Ruberg. And that's going to be no good. Ruberg unable to keep it in bounds. That's going to be Bronco ball after the turnover. Carter Line leading the Broncos with 5 points in the game. Jeremy Giddens with the ball. He's going to get the ball pass to Carter Line. Carter Line, pump fake. He's going to get it outside to McClanahan. McClanahan around the arch at the point. He's going to try and spin around. He gets it to Carter Line. Carter Line's going to now dribble back to the point before trying to get to the right near side corner. He gives it to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson spinning it around. He's going to go for a shot. Contested. The shot clock got to 5 seconds when Nick Anderson got his shot off. Now pump fake, going for the basket, but 4 purple jerseys in the way, and almost able to come up with the rebound was a 2 Harbor player. Instead, it was the Broncos who come down with it. So no shot for 2 Harbor. Carter Line to the right to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens back to the point to Nick Anderson. He finds Carter Line in the near side right corner. Carter Line airs his 3-point shot, goes into the hands of Carter Nelson. Nelson trying to go coast to coast, passes it. That is to number 2, to Nekrid Lottie. And that is his first basket of the game. He's got 2 in the contest. So, and that is a timeout called by Coach Anselmo of the Broncos. A 30-second timeout. And as always, these timeouts, whether it's 30 seconds or 1 minute, these are brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round. Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take the best care of you. I guarantee it. And make sure you stay tuned after the game for our Domino's Pizza player of the game, as well as our halftime. And also stay tuned for our halftime show, because I'll have my coaches' interviews played for you, the listener. So stay tuned for all that and more here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. On the PCA scoreboard, it is Broncos trailing 30-17 after the timeout was called. McClanahan finds number 4 of the Broncos, Christian Koschik. Carter Line able to get the pass over to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens from the 3, no good, unlucky bounce. Almost that is rebounded by Ruberg of 2 Harbors. Now it's Tate Nelson trying to drive through a wall of Broncos. Instead, that's going to be a shooting foul against number 4, Koschik. So Tate Nelson still with an opportunity for some points on the board for 2 Harbor after the foul against the Broncos. That was the first foul for Koschik, 8th team foul for the Broncos. And he is good with shot number 1. He'll get another one. Tate Nelson, one of the leading scorers for 2 Harbors. As free throw number 2 is in. Nothing but net on that one. And Carter Line somehow able to get the pass over to McClanahan. But very, very contested catch he had to make. Carter Line down the far sideline. He's going to give it to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson to the left to McClanahan. McClanahan gets it tipped away by Ruberg, and that's going to go out of bounds. Broncos keep the possession, but they need to be careful of those not takeaways or potential takeaways. So Carter Line at the point for the Broncos. He's going to pass it to the left to Nick Anderson, who goes for a 3-point basket. Nick Anderson airs it. Koschik with the rebound. He's going to take it back outside. Passes it to Anderson to McClanahan. McClanahan with the 3. And off the rim, no good, but rebounded by Nick Schultz of the Broncos. And that jump ball is going to be rewarded to the International Falls as number 25, Justine Cruz, is subbed into the game for 2 Harbor. He goes in for number 20, Jimmy Reiners. Carter Line to inbound the ball. He finds Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz to McClanahan. McClanahan is going to try and drive to the basket. Knocked out, but recovered by Koschik. Koschik to Line. Carter Line loses it, but recovered again by Koschik. Koschik with some handles. His pass, it looked like he might have fumbled on the pass, and that goes into the hands of Carter Nelson. Nelson trying to get a pass to Lottie. And Lottie kind of spinning midair, trying to catch the pass, and that's going to go out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover by 2 Harbor. Broncos get the possession now. And Broncos is going to be Nick Schultz taking it up, gives it to Carter Line. Carter Line down center court. He gets it stolen away. That's Justine Cruz trying to go for the fast break. His layup goes up and in. Justine Cruz, sneaky little guy right there. Gets the steal and the basket right under the nose of the Broncos. What a play by the kid. hats off to him. And that's going to be a foul, a jump ball, I believe. And they're going to give it to Agates, to the Agates. So Broncos in some trouble here. Late in half number one, a minute 23 left in half number one. Pass over to Cruz. Cruz behind the back, somehow able to get a pass over to Ruberg, and Ruberg gets up and gets the and one basket. So now Ruberg for two here in half number one. 36-17 the score on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos trailing in this one. And that first free throw attempt is good for Ruberg. As Ruberg is subbed out of the game. A minute 17 left in half number one. Carter Line to take the point for International Falls as Ruberg is subbed out of the game. And Carter Lyon's going to try and drive to the basket. Unlucky bounce, almost recovered by Nick Schultz. And loose ball is finally recovered by Nick Schultz, but his pass gets stolen by Lottie. Lottie with a one-handed interception on the pass. And that gives it right back. That is Carter Nelson now taking the point. He sneaks a pass over to Gomez. Gomez goes up and gets the two. That's Gomez with two for Two Harbor. 39-17 here in half number one. 37 seconds left in the half. Carter Lyon's Nick Schultz is gonna try and go up. That's gonna be a foul against the Broncos. So Carter Lyon unable to force a penalty. So now it is 30 seconds left in half number one. Two Harbors with a 39-17 lead over the Broncos. And that's stolen away. Jeremy Giddens behind the back. He's going to go up for a floater. No good. Rebounded by Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz gets the opportunity. Also no good. McClanahan goes up. That's still no good. And rebounded by Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson passes it down the near sideline to Lottie. Lottie's going to try and go coast to coast. Instead, bounces off of Bronco. And Carter Lyon's going to get it. He goes for a floater. No good. And that is going to be the end of half number one. Broncos down 17-39 on the PCA scoreboard, and it is Two Harbors taking control of this game with help of number 10 Tate Nelson, as well as number 12 Mecklin, and the big on their team, number 43 Ruberg. And so we're gonna go take a quick break, and then we'll be back here and get ready for our halftime show here from our two coaches on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLifeEvent.com. Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
with head coach Anselmo of the International Falls Bronco boys varsity basketball team, getting ready for game 2 of today's doubleheader for boys basketball. And so coming into today's game, playing against 2 Harbor, what's the big focus?
Defense, especially. You know, we're without one of our bigs today, so just picking up that defense and you know, pick up his side of the defense too. So.
And so, who are going to be some of the key players to really lean on to try and pick up that defensive effort?
Definitely, you know, just all around, you know, making sure we're rotating good on defense, communicating. You know, we've been really working on that, focusing on that in practice lately. So, and the rebounding end too, we need to control that today to win this game. So.
And so, how important are going to be these late section games for you guys?
Oh, they're crucial. You know, we're trying to get our guys into playoff mode now. We got 5 games left, and then start the section playoffs. So as long as we can get them, you know, that focus and the whole game, all the practices, that's better for us.
And it's probably nice to have 4 of those 5 games at home.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've been away a lot this year, so it for sure feels nice.
Yeah, especially when that Borderland battle comes up. But we're going to put a pin in that for now.
Yep, definitely. We're excited for that, and got our eyes on that game, so we'll be ready.
Absolutely. Well, I want to wish you guys the best of luck, and hey, here's to some fun basketball on a day with no school.
Great. Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely. Here with head coach Anderson of the 2 Harbors Agates men's basketball team, getting ready for today's Section 7 2A matchup against International Falls Broncos. And what's the big focus going into today's game?
Intensity. We've had that problem before on a long bus ride. We tend to start slow. That's the big focus today, is to come out with some energy and get after it. And then, you know, we had some trouble at home against the Broncos, and we're able to pull away late. But we need to come out with a little more focus today.
And so what's been some of the biggest focuses when taking on a lot of these section teams?
Well, for us, we started the year on a high note, first game of the year, and then we got 2 of our main 3 injured, and we lost them for a half dozen games. And we're a different team when we have everybody, and today we have everybody, so hopefully it shows on the court.
Yeah, absolutely, because I mean these late games, late section games too, are probably very crucial.
Absolutely, for seeding. Absolutely. We're going to end up as yet to be determined. You know, like I said, health is a big thing this time of year. You want to come out and take care of business and get healthy and stay healthy and get on a roll heading into the playoffs.
And you mentioned intensity. Who are going to be the guys on the team that you're going to rely to set that tone and set that intensity?
Our seniors, our two main seniors, Jace and Tate. They should lead us out there, and so hopefully with our hustle, and usually we play pretty intense. So I expect to see that today. I'll be disappointed if I don't.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck today, and here's to some fun President's Day basketball.
Absolutely, a good doubleheader here, and it's good to be up here again. Thank you.
That was my interview with head coach Anderson, as well as head coach Anselmo of the Broncos and Agates. Today's varsity boys basketball match, the Agates leading going into half number 2, 39-17. Caught fire after a bit of a slow start for both teams. Broncos doing a good job getting a lot of big turnovers and forcing a lot of situations where they could get the ball away from the Agates, but then the Agates just started to pull ahead, and Broncos really needed to recover here in half number 2. And Coach Anderson was certainly correct when he said that they were going to be relying upon Tate Nelson as well as Jace Gomez. Jace Gomez had the opening 3 in the game, and Tate Gomez is one of the leading scorers for 2 Harbors. Not sure what they're waiting on, if it's it's for our other judge who hadn't joined us yet. So Broncos are going to start with possession of the ball here in half number 2. Broncos going right to left in the half. Pass to Nick Anderson in the far left corner. He finds Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz going to make his way to a basket, and that's going to be 2 for Nick Schultz. And Rainy Lake Oil, first point of the game in the first half. That went to a Bronco. That went to, excuse me, that went to McClanahan of the Broncos. And for the second half, it's going to be Nick Schultz getting the first point of the game. Nick Anderson almost loses the ball. That gets tipped out of bounds right after her. It was number 12, Noah Mecklin, who ended up getting a quick point for to Harbor right after the Bronco basket. So 19-41, Broncos down in this one. Pass out to Kingston Jean. He passes it inside to Schultz. Schultz back outside to Jean. Jean pump fake, and he's going to get called for a travel. Unlucky for Kingston. So it's going to be inbounded by number 10, Tate Nelson of 2 Harbor. He's going to get it over to Gomez. Gomez, deep pass to Ruberg, almost drops it. He gets it over to Carden Nelson. Carden Nelson, Euro step around Nick Anderson, and that's going to be a foul called. And that foul was against Nick Anderson of the Broncos. And that, for Nick Anderson, is his first penalty of the game. First team foul of half number 2. So first free throw by Carden Nelson is good. So Carden Nelson with number 2 free throw. That is up and no good. Rebounded by Carter Line. Carter Line trying to take it. Deep pass to Jeremy Giddens by the near side left corner. Carter Line, he tries to sneak a pass, but that's intercepted by Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson to number 11. That is Gomez with 2 for 2 Harbor. And now Broncos trying to take it all the way back. No good. Rebounded by Carden Nelson. Carden Nelson to Tate Nelson. Tate Nelson now down the center court. He's going to get past, inside to Ruberg. Ruberg goes up, and that is 2 for Ruberg. Ruberg, another one of the top scorers for 2 Harbor. Carter Line trying to just get it past half court. Kingston Jean back to Carter Line. Carter Line at the point. He's going to go pass to the right to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean hands it off to Nick Schultz. Schultz going to try and make his way around after a screen from Kingston Jean. Rebounded by Ruberg. Ruberg gives it to Carden Nelson. Carden Nelson loses it. Taken by Jean. Jean, his pass almost tipped away, but Carden Line recovers. He passes outside. Nick Anderson down the baseline, knocked out and recovered. Ruberg keeps it in bounds and passes it to Carter Nelson. Nelson to Gomez. Gomez to Cooper Nelson. His shot no good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean. Now Kingston Jean down the far sideline. He's going to pass it outside to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson down the baseline, and he's going to get called out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover against the Broncos. 15:34 left in half number 2. McClanahan being subbed into the game for Nick Anderson of the Broncos. It's going to be Tate Nelson inbounding the ball. He finds Gomez. Gomez back to Nelson down the baseline. He passes it over to Carden Nelson on the far sideline. Across to Gomez. Gomez outside. Cooper Nelson with a 3-point basket for 2 Harbor. So now a 47-19. And what a one-handed steal by Ruberg. Ruberg able to get it right back for 2 Harbor. And that is going to be a 49-19 lead. 2 Harbor quickly jumping out to a 30-point lead here in half number 2. And that is a timeout called. And that timeout is a full timeout, full 1-minute timeout, and it's always sponsored by Service Master of International Falls. For home, professionally cleaned all year round. Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And don't forget to tune in after the game for our post-game Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Domino's Pizza, looking for a quick, easy, and affordable and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And Coach Anselmo in a sticky situation as we are early in the second half, but he only has 1 timeout left in the game. down by 30 here early in the half. Broncos needing to make some moves. Defensively, they've been doing a good job of forcing those turnovers. It's just been the execution on a lot of their shot opportunities that's really been struggling here in the game, and that's really been biting them in the butt. 15-10 left in half number 2. 2 Harbor with the possession. Tate Nelson. Broncos looks like they found a wet spot perhaps, so needing someone to come over with a broom or a towel. One of the two. Either would work, really. Broncos being led in scoring by Carter Line with 7 points in the game. Broncos with their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond. Tate Nelson. He's going to find Carter Nelson. Carter around to Tate. Tate makes his way around the left side of the arch from the near side right corner. Tate Nelson makes his way back to the point, and he's going to go to the right, give it to Carter. Carter points to Gomez. Instead, he's going to pass it inside. Tate Nelson, he's going to go up. Pass to Ruberg. Ruberg goes up and gets the 2. Ruberg of 2 Harbor gets the 2 points. And now Broncos get it across half court. Carter Line. He's going to take it from around the arch. Goes up for a floater from the free throw line. And then that's rebounded. And that was a shot attempted by number 34 of the Broncos. This is the first time he's getting on the court so far this game, Kyle Kramer. Kramer got fouled again, so now he's going to have 2 free throw opportunities. Kramer's first free throw opportunity. And it's up. And it's good. Kramer now puts the Broncos on the board here in half number 2. Now 20-51. Broncos trailing, but Broncos trying to surmount a big comeback here late in the game. Kramer up and good once more. Make it now 21-51. Still a 30-point game in favor of 2 Harbor. Broncos needing to try and play smart here. Pass inside to Tate Nelson. Nelson inside over to Mecklin. Mecklin's going to go up. That's going to be a shooting foul. And Mecklin's going to now get a chance for his own free throws. Broncos in trouble here. Mecklin, another player who's been one of the higher scorers here in the contest for 2 Harbors. 14-20 left in half number 2, a 30-point lead, and that's going to be no good on the first attempt by Mecklin. So now attempt number 2 for Mecklin. Incoming. Mecklin's shot is going to go up, and that is going to be no good, and that's rebounded by Carter Line of the Broncos. Carter Line needs to be careful. He has Carter Nelson right behind him. From Kramer back to Line. Line at the point. He's going to pass it to the right to Kingston Jean. Jean inside the line. Carter Line goes up. That's 2 for Carter Line. So now Broncos back on the board here. 23-51. And that is a foul called. And so it's going to be Kingston Jean inbounding the ball for the Broncos. He gives it to Carter Line to take the point and try and lead the charge for International Falls here, down by 28 as Nick Schultz outside of Carter Line. Carter Line pump fake. He's going to go inside, then pass it back out to Schultz. Schultz, he's going to try and go along the baseline. Stopped in his tracks. Goes back out to the far right corner. His pass almost goes to nobody, but Kingston Jean recovers it before it can go out of bounds. Kingston Jean to Carter Line. Carter Line around the right side. He's going to go up. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Mecklin of 2 Harbor. Mecklin down the far sideline. He's going to go across and go he's going to pass it inside to Tate Nelson. Nelson back outside. Gomez with a 3. And Gomez swish into the bucket. Gomez with the 3 for 2 Harbors here. He's been solid with his shooting in this game. inside to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean's going to go up, and Kingston Jean gets the 2. Kingston Jean, a little dormant in the game so far, but he's been able to get points whenever he can. 25-54 on the PCA scoreboard. That is a floater by Tate Nelson. No good. Rebounded by Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson outside to Cooper Nelson. Cooper Nelson with the 3. These Nelsons are getting out of hand here. That is the 3rd three-point basket for Cooper Nelson. And Broncos need to be careful. They're at risk of a running clock as Kingston Jean's going to go up and rebounded by Carter Nelson. So Carter Nelson down the near sideline. Carter Nelson, he's going to try and take it coast to coast. Pass to Cooper Nelson. Cooper to Gomez. Gomez back to Cooper. Cooper inside to Tate. Tate Nelson with the floater, and Tate Nelson gets it in for 2 Harbor. So now 59-25. We are now at a 34-point deficit. Nick Schultz trying to drive to the basket, almost loses it. Instead, that's going to get knocked out of bounds by Cooper Nelson, and that's going to be a quick stoppage as both teams sub in a couple of players. Broncos bring in number 5, number 2, and number 30, McClanahan, Anderson, and Jeremy Giddens. Kramer out to Giddens. Giddens to the left near side corner to McClanahan. McClanahan back to Giddens. Giddens inside to Kramer. Kramer outside, and that's stolen away. Now fast break for Mecklin. Mecklin's going to go up, and that is 2 for Mecklin of 2 Harbors. Mecklin, solid game he's been having today. And that is a stoppage as the ball goes out of bounds. The foul is going to be called against number 4, Cooper Nelson of 2 Harbors. 11:21 left in half number 1. It is 61-25 in the game. As we have now reached past the 35-point margin, that would force a running clock. Kingston Jean goes outside of the arch. He's going to try and pass it outside. McClanahan with a 3-point basket. McClanahan with the 3-point basket. That is McClanahan. What a shot by the kid. That's a basket he's been going for a couple of times already. Nick Anderson able to get a hand on the pass, but unable to keep it inbound, so that's going to still be 2 Harbor possession. Cruz to inbound the ball. Cruz to Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson to the corner to DeChantel. DeChantel inside to Mecklin. Mecklin, his shot no good. He rebounds it, and he gets another opportunity, and he gets a second chance on that basket. 63-28 now. Broncos trying to keep it under the 35-point margin, so that way it's no longer a running clock. And that's a foul called. And that's against Reiners, number 20 of 2 Harbors. So Broncos keep the possession. It's going to be McClanahan inbounding the ball. He gives it to Carter Line, but Carter Line's foot was over half court line, and so that's going to unfortunately be a turnover. So 2 Harbors is going to get the ball right back. DeChantel to Carter Nelson. Carter to the left, inside to Reiners. Reiners outside. DeChantel makes a move, passes it back outside to Reiners. Reiners, he's going to pass it inside to Mecklin, and Mecklin unable to keep a hand on the ball. And that's going to go, or no, that's actually going to be a foul against McClanahan of the Broncos for pushing. So still in possession of the ball is 2 Harbors. And pass to Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson's pass is going to go deep down the court, and Nick Schultz is going to take advantage and get the 2-point layup. So now 32, or unless they say something else, I guess they're saying Carter Nick Schultz's foot was out of bounds, so instead that's going to be turned over to Harbor. Reiners with a floater, no good, rebounded almost by the Broncos. I think they got knocked out of bounds. So 28-63, Broncos making a substitution. They bring in Kingston Jean. And we're getting the aggressive chants from the Bronco cheerleaders. Shout out to them. Thank you guys for always keeping the spirits high here at Industrial Falls High School Gymnasium. Nick Schultz over to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean trying to get it to Schultz, just out of reach though, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's another Bronco turnover. And so Broncos really needing to shorten these mistakes that have really been the biggest momentum killer for them throughout the game. Cruz trying to get a pass. That's tipped by Carter Line, but Carter Line unable to get possession. Instead, it's going to be Mecklin going up. Rebounded by Kramer. Kramer gives it to Line. Line is going to go down the far sideline. He's going to pass it to the right to Nick Schultz. Nick Schultz finds Nick Anderson. Anderson to the left of the arch. Takes a pause. Now he's going to try and drive to the basket, passes it outside, and that's going to be a foul called. And they're going to call that, I believe, against 2 Harbor. That was against Reiners of 2 Harbor. So Broncos now with possession after the penalty. 63-28 on the scoreboard. Pass to Nick Schultz. Almost loses it. He recovers. Nick Schultz. He's trying to find someone to pass to. He's going to get it inside to Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean goes up and no good. Rebounded by Mecklin. Mecklin gives it to number 5. 5 of 2 Harbors. That is Ziggy Hidala. Hidala almost loses it. Reiners helps him recover. Pass outside. That is DeChantel with the 3 for 2 Harbors. So now 66-28. And that will indeed help enforce the running clock in this game. 8:39 in half number 2. Nick Schultz over to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson's going to give it to Carter Line. Carter Line around the arch and over with a floater. No good. Rebounded by DeChantel. DeChantel down the near sideline. He's going to try and take it coast to coast, but that is a timeout called by Coach Anderson of the 2 Harbor Agates. And they are leading in this one 66-28. And with 8:17 left in the half, that is a 30-second timeout. And that timeout, as always, brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And Bronco, like I said, make sure you stay tuned after the game for our post-game Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. And Domino's Pizza, they are one of our many, many amazing sponsors for Broncos and Vikings and Muskie Sports. They allow myself as well as Joey Payo to go out to these games. And we got playoffs coming up very soon here in the month of February. So stay tuned for all of that. Hidala inside to Reiners. Reiners outside to DeChantel. DeChantel almost loses it. Gets it back. Gives it to Reiners. Reiners back outside. DeChantel from the near side corner. 3, no good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean of the Broncos. Now it's Nick Schultz down the far sideline. He goes mostly uncontested. He's going to try and go for a fadeaway. And that's almost rebounded by a teammate. Instead, that's going to go out of bounds. So now 2 Harbor ball as Hidala is going to take the point. He passes it. That is Cruz with a 3. Cruz, no good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean gives it to Nick Schultz, who's going to take the point for International Falls. And so less than 7.5 minutes left in half number 2. Kramer inside to Anderson. Nick Anderson's going to go up, fadeaway. No good. Rebounded by Kingston Jean. Kingston Jean's going to go for his own fadeaway. No good. And that's going to be a foul against 2 Harbor. So Kingston Jean still with an opportunity for some points here late in the game. 66-28. And running clock is still going. Broncos needing 3 points in order to stop the running clock. Or no, 4 points. Kingston Jean's first free throw attempt. No good. And now we're going to get some line change as Broncos are subbing in multiple players. They bring in number 30, McClanahan, number 2, Jeremy Giddens, and number 20 of the Broncos, Kadem Siegert. And that second attempt is good for Jean. So, 29-66. That is a 3-point attempted by Talit, and pass outside intended for number 22, Jeremiah Krieger Boos. No good, goes out of bounds. That 3-point attempted earlier was by Lottie. Broncos with the ball, 6 minutes left in half number 2. Jeremy Giddens to take the point for International Falls. He passes it. His pass intended for Camden Siegert gets tipped, stolen away. Lottie trying to go coast to coast. He goes up, no good. Rebounded by Jeremy Giddens. Now Jeremy Giddens, he's trying to take it coast to coast. Runs into Cruz. Cruz picks it up. He's going to try and go up. Euro step. Underhand, no good. Cruz. Step outside, Lottie with a 3-point basket, no good. Rebounded by McClanahan. McClanahan's gonna get called for a travel. Trying to get the ball, the loose ball that was on the floor. So 2 Harbor with the possession after the travel was called against McClanahan. As that is Hedela over to Lottie. Lottie able to go up and get a 2. So now that is 2 for Lottie. Kingston Jean taking the point for International Falls. He gives it to McClanahan. McClanahan to Kramer. Kramer not able to get a hand on it, but that's going to be called out on 2 Harbor. So Broncos keep the possession. McClanahan to inbound the ball for International Falls. McClanahan, he's going to get the pass out to Jeremy Giddens. Giddens almost loses it. It's a wrestle between Giddens and Lottie. And that's going to be jump ball called. And we're going to get another substitution as Carter Line is brought into the game along with number 14 of International Falls, Zeke Homier. Pass across to Lottie. Lottie's trying to drive through all the Bronco defenders. He's going to pass it outside. Hedela surrounded by a bunch of purple jerseys. He's going to get it over to Cruz. Cruz makes his way to the right corner. Lottie back to Cruz. Cruz pump fake. He's going to try and drive. Gets it knocked out of his hands. McClanahan passes it to Carter Line. Carter Line goes up. Carter Line no good. Rebounded by Lottie of 2 Harbors. 68-29. Lottie goes up, no good, airs it into the hands of McClanahan. Now Carter Line with the ball. He's going to slow things down a little for the Broncos. He passes it to Homier. Homier goes up, and that is 2 for Homier and an and 1 bucket. So Homier to toe the line for International Falls with a chance for one more as well. Zeke Homer. His free throw attempt is good. So that is now 32-68 in the game. Cruz over to Hedela. Hedela inside finds Reiners. Reiners is up, and Reiners is good for the 2 with the floater. Carter Line with the ball. He's going to take it to the right. Hyde trying to make a move. He's going to almost lose it. Someone gets a hand on it. He goes for the floater. No good. Rebounded by Cruz. Cruz, he's going to try and go for the fast break. Deep pass and intercepted by McClanahan. But McClanahan trying to bounce it off of the leg of a 2 Harbor player. Instead, that's going to be a 3-point that's going to lead to a 3-point basket for Reiners. And timeout is, looked like it was a timeout that was called. Timeout called, and a quick substitution. But now 73 to 32. Broncos trailing. Pass across to McClanahan. McClanahan to Homer. Homer is going to make his way around. He gets the pass intended for Seegert, but that's intercepted by Agate. Outside, that's number 32, Kale McFarlane. McFarlane passes it inside, intended for Ryan Stone. No good. But that is going to be a shooting foul against the Broncos. So Ryan Stone will have an opportunity for a couple free throw attempts. 1:30, almost a minute and a half left in half number 2. Broncos down 32 to 73. That first free throw by Stone, no good. And Nick Schultz is going to be subbed into the game for the Broncos. And as I said earlier, comparing the two benches, a lot of depth for the two Harbor Agates, but the Broncos not really having the same kind of depth on their roster, and rebounded by the Agates after the second one didn't go in. So Agates try to have another opportunity, pass outside. Number 32, that is McFarlane with the three-point attempt. No good, rebounded by Stone. Stone's gonna get up and get the 2 after the rebound. So now 75-32, Broncos down with 50 seconds left in the half. Nick Schultz taking the point. He's going to find a seam and try and go up. Blocked. Catches it. That was Carter Sieber with the block. He passes outside to Carter Line. Carter Line in the corner, and that's going to be out of bounds on Kramer. 30 seconds left. And now they're going to sub in number 55, Dane Thompson, for two Harbors. 20 seconds left as Kramer is gonna get some free throw opportunities, and these will likely be the end of the game. Kramer's shot is up and good. And they're gonna give him 4 seconds, and his second attempt they're going to say he was on the line, so just the one, and that is going to be likely the end of the game. And the final score in this one for the Section 7-2A matchup between two Harbor and International Falls. The Broncos of International Falls lose a tough one, 75-33 to the two Harbor Agates. And so stay tuned for our post-game show here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSM and YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Augie Schmidt, live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. So thank you to all of our sponsors for today. We didn't have a national anthem for this game, but if we had, that would have been brought to you by the local VFW. Post 2948 and our board of GM keys to the game at both pre-games. Stay tuned after a word from our sponsors here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Some banks come and go, but at Border Bank, we're here for the long haul. Hi, this is Chris Laszlo, Vice President, Branch Manager at Border Bank. We're not just a bank. We're your friends, your neighbors, and your community partners. We proudly invest in our community through volunteerism, charitable giving, and supporting local businesses. At Border Bank, it's not about money, it's about making a difference, because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt here, live for our post-game show. Joining me is our Domino's Pizza player of the game, Brendan McClanahan of the International Falls Broncos. First of all, thank you for joining me. Tough loss today, but I gotta say that first half, you guys were hanging in there. Yeah, what would you say? What was the turning point in the game where you feel like things started to just not go too well in your way?
Well, so in the beginning of the half, we had great teamwork ethic. We were hustling, but they got a lot of guys, so a lot of rotations, and we had one sub in the first half, and we had a guy in foul trouble, so it was hard to rotate guys. We had gas, we were jogging it, so then they started taking over, and we couldn't really come back.
Yeah, I was going to say, they have a loaded bench. It was a little funny because I know before the game, they had, like, all of the chairs on their side of the bench, and I guess it was necessary because they have a deep roster. So how is it that you guys usually try and prepare for those kind of situations in these games?
Hard practices. We sometimes go, like, 5-on-7, right? So we can do the pressure and just people with fresh legs that can just keep going up and down. Well, we probably can't, but yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and like I said, you had a really strong start to the first half. I mean, you had multiple turnovers, a lot of big breakaways, and hey, nice three-pointer there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so in that moment, because I know you were going for that a couple of times, what was it? What was the feeling when you know that was the one that was going in?
I know my ability, and I know that my teammates can see me when I'm open, and when I shoot it, Coach always says to follow the shot, but you kind of have a little feeling.
Yeah, I gotcha. And man, so only a sophomore getting these varsity starts. Do you think that's something that is going to be really helpful as you yourself are developing and building out to your own senior season?
Oh, for sure. I need this experience. We got a lot of guys. Well, I mean, our seniors ineligible, so we got the same roster going into next year, plus a guy or two. So this experience will really help, and this teamwork will really do us good in the future.
Oh, absolutely, man. And a lot of rising stars. I know Jeremy Giddens. He's another guy who stands out. He started to get some more starts later in the season. And so what's something moving forward? Because your next game is going to be Deer River on Friday. It's going to be a tough one. How are you guys going to try and tackle that challenge?
They get a lot of fast guys. They're not really a big team, but they're very fast and they're scrappy. So a lot more hard work. I mean, we got to crash the boards a lot. We got to get better rebounds. This game was terrible with rebounds, but if we can do good on the rebounds and push the ball, I think we could have a good shot.
Oh, absolutely, man. And so I guess before we wrap up our interview, any special shout-outs you want to give out?
My mom.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, definitely got to say hi to Mom. Well, like I said, man, you're our Domino's Pizza player of the game. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's with more than just pizza. Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered, so great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. Make sure you stop by the radio station sometime either tomorrow or later this week to pick up your certificate, because I ran out of copies. So for now in IOU, I think I also owe Jeremy Giddens one, but great job today, man. It was a tough loss, but I mean, the way that you guys really were trying to go after a team that was bigger and had more depth than you, I got a lot of respect for it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. Good luck on the rest of your season, and we'll be back for a recap before we wrap up our show. But this has been Brendan McClanahan, our Domino's Pizza player of the game, joining me for our post-game show.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer our local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sport guidance. Their advanced concussion management program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year.
Are you ready to make the most out of this winter season? Whether it's planning a cozy getaway, purchasing that new vehicle, or recreational toy, TrueStar has you covered. Don't let finances hold you back from creating some unforgettable winter memories. Your best winter yet is just a loan away. Call today to make an appointment with me, Tanya Rule, Consumer Loan Officer at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Apply online or on the mobile app. TrueStar, where banking is brighter. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And also, shout out to those of you tuning in on yourliveevent.com for the video live stream. Broncos sadly lose a tough one, 75-33 to the Agates of Two Harbors. And now the boys team, they get ready for their game on Friday against Deer River. That's going to be a tough opponent. They are one of the top teams in the Section 7A. And for the girls team, they get ready for their own game coming up. And so stay tuned for that. What's coming up for our live broadcast? Well, as you know, tomorrow is going to be the Bronco boys hockey team's Section 7A playoff game against Proctor. They're going to be heading down to Proctor. That's going to be 6 p.m. puck drop time, and I'm going to be covering that one on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, and Joey Payer is going to be on KGHS covering the girls basketball game for tomorrow night against Hibbing here at home, and that's a 7:15 p.m. tip time. And then then we're going to get Wednesday off, and then on Thursday we're going to be back at it here on KSDM. It's going to be Little Fork Big Falls Vikings boys basketball team taking on North Woods, looking to get that 20-win season, and that's going to be yours truly on the mic for that one at 7:15 p.m. for a live broadcast of Vikings boys basketball. And then also there's a chance that, and also we're going to be covering the game on Friday for Little Fork Big Falls boys basketball against Hill City. Because they have 5 games remaining on the schedule. 4 of them at home, one of them being the Borderland Battle happening next week or a week from now. And then coming up on Saturday, as long as the Bronco boys hockey team wins their playoff game tomorrow, then they'll be moving on to the next round and playing on this next Saturday. And that's all that's coming up for this week here. We got all kinds of playoffs that are going to be coming up very soon for all of our local Bronco, Vikings, and Muskie sports. So stay tuned for all of that and more here. I want to thank you so much. Sadly, Broncos go 0 for 2 today. Bronco girls team losing a close nail biter to their opponent, 43-51. And the Bronco boys team lose a tough one to a tough, deep opponent, 75-33 to finish today's doubleheader. And this has been Augie Schmidt live from Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on yourliveevent.com. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to tune in tomorrow. And if I don't see you, Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.